It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and this is exciting, something we haven't done yet. We have a genius here with us. Devin is here. Hey, Devin. Yay.
Hi,
Hi.
Miss Angela.
And you're here.
Miss Angela.
Hi, Devin. And you're here with your father, Duane, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I just want to say happy belated birthday to you because you are now 3 years old,
Say
right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Devin, from 2 years old, we've been seeing you on TV. We saw you on America's Got Talent, and we saw how the judges were just so impressed by how smart you are. You are what we call a genius, and you love math, right?
Yeah.
And I will say this, what I've noticed, and Duane, I'm sure you can agree, a lot of people nowadays, like math is just so different. I remember growing up and having to do like long division and now it's like we have calculators in our phones. I did the real estate exam. You don't have to figure out the math. They're like, bring in a calculator and do it that way. It feels like something that isn't as focused on as it should be, you know?
Correct, right. With technology now, you know, we don't need to use our brains, you know.
We don't need to know how to spell.
Exactly. Even with GPS, you know, back in the day, we used to know how to get to places just from memory. Now,
Or a map.
Exactly. Now we're like, oh, we need the GPS to follow it. So, yeah, definitely technology is kind of dumbing us down a little bit. So it's refreshing to know that, you know, we can still teach up our kids and educate them in a lot of stuff. And math is one of them.
What's been your experience as far as math?
I'm with most of America, and I was never really good at it. You know, just got by. My parents, you know, they were great parents, but they never really taught us from an early age. So, you know, like I'm doing with Devin. So I think that's very important to start from a very early age to instill that love for math in them very early.
And it has to be really exciting to have a child who is like this prodigy and something that you saw early on. So I want to talk about that because I know there are parents out there who are listening right now and they're like, I want my kid to be a genius. That's what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants their kid to be a genius. But how can you cultivate that? And how can you help actually amplify when you see your child is doing something that's incredible? So even when Devin was in the belly, you and your wife were doing things that actually encourage that.
Correct.
Early on. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so from day one, like we wanted to create a baby genius. We didn't know he would be this good in math, or we didn't know a genius in what, but it just happened to be math. Me and my wife had been to multiple miscarriages. She has 5 miscarriages, 2 IUIs, and we were actually scheduled for a IVF. And two months before the IVF was scheduled, we conceived Devin the natural way. So, you know, he's definitely a miracle baby, a gift from God. So that was a big motivational factor in why we wanted to, you know, start teaching him from very early and create a genius.
And even when he was in the belly, y'all were like playing music and doing certain things.
Yeah, from the second trimester, when babies are able to start hearing, we started to read to him while he was still in the womb, and we started to play classical music through belly headphones every night while he was in the womb. And consistency, patience, and praise is something that, you know, is very important in that journey.
And I heard Devin's first word was 7.
At 1 year old. Even before Mama and Dada, you know, he was a little delayed in his speech, but even before Mama and Dada, his first word was 7. So we were a little shocked at that.
I wonder why that number in particular. And 7 is a significant number.
Yes, it is. You know, he was just drawn to numbers, and 7, you know, I mean, it's a godly number. So, you know, we take everything as a sign. So, you know, we feel that means something as well. So.
When he was born, I know everybody feels like their kids, and everybody's kids are special, but did you feel like there was anything different? Like for you, were there any signs or any type of feeling that you had?
We deep down, we felt that he was going to be something special. Just like I said before, he was a miracle baby, but, you know, it was up to us to nurture that gift and to go deep and to stick with him and be consistent in teaching him. So, it was not until 4 months old where we realized his love for numbers when he was when we was exposing him to learning shows from numbers, letters, shapes, and colors. And then it was when we changed the channel from the number shows when he started to cry. And then when we changed it back, he stopped crying. So that was that first inkling on.
Most kids are like the reverse.
Yeah, that was like, okay, that was the first time we realized.
Yeah, you were crying.
Yeah, you were crying.
Devin, what's your favorite television show?
9, 4, 6.
Anything with numbers.
Anything with numbers.
Anything with numbers. All right. And, it is controversial for some people because some people don't want their kids watching TV, even if it's educational things or on the tablets. They're like, let's get them off of these devices. But you look at things a little bit differently.
Yeah, I just went with the flow. Like, everybody's different, but I feel that TV played a big role in educating him, not sitting him down in front of the TV for hours. It has to be a limit on it. But approximately, I say 30 minutes at a time, it was good, and but with the phones and the tablets, we draw the line with that because that can be more addicting. So you give them a tablet or a phone, they have control. So they're swiping and they're just doing all. So they have all these addictive aspects to it. So TV, you just have it. You don't give them remote control. You control it. So I feel that TV is fine.
Can I take him to the casino to play blackjack and see if he can count the cards? We can win.
No problem.
All right,
Let's
win
do
some
it.
money. All right, so I want to get some. So let's look at some proof of concept. I mean, I've seen you already on the Jennifer Hudson show with Kelly Clarkson, America's Got Talent, but now you're here on Way Up. So I want to see some of this genius. Is that okay, Devin?
You want to do some math?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna play along too.
All right.
I'm embarrassed already, but okay.
Let's do 9 squared plus 9.
Okay, 9 squared plus 9.
9 squared plus 9.
Okay.
9 squared is 81. 4 9 is 1. 81 plus 9.
He loves to show his work.
I know. Look at that. You're doing great. He's got better handwriting than me.
10, you carry the 1 and then 0. 9 plus
8 plus 1.
8 plus 1.
He's like a beautiful mind.
Good job.
Yay!
That's a check mark.
Oh, you did a check
Good
mark?
job.
Yay, I love that. And look, so already like 9 squared, the fact that he knows 9 squared is 81 is already impressive. Did you know that, Dan, my producer? He said, no, I did not know that.
Oh, it's not work. It's not work.
What happened?
It's not work.
You
Now,
did a good job.
No.
And I also saw that he knows the digits of pi. I just know
Yes.
pi as 3.14.
And so do I, to be
Okay.
honest. But yeah, no, he knows 332 digits of pi right now.
I didn't even know there were 332.
It's an infinity number, so he just goes on and on. He's trying to get to 1,000 right now, so that's his mission.
How much are you learning when it comes to this? Because clearly if your son, if Devin is so great at math, then there's things that you have to learn too. Because one thing I have to say, it's really hard to teach kids, like, we forget so much from when we were coming up in the school system. So now this is something that's on you where you're like, I have to make sure I know what's going on.
Yes, I just taught him fractions, and I had to go on YouTube and kind of, learn it all over again for like a couple of days before I presented it to him. So definitely I'm learning right along with them.
Oh, so Devin, you know fractions too?
You know fractions?
1/4, 1/2.
That's right. He does know fractions. Because I was watching some of his videos and I was like, okay. And one thing, PEMDAS, I remember that. PEMDAS. And I was like, I haven't utilized any of this.
PMDAS.
Yes, thank you. What is it? And that stands for?
You know what that stands for? Please.
Is please,
Excuse.
accuse,
What's M? My dear.
My dear.
Aunt Sally.
Sorry.
Now, how is it? Because I don't know if everything is always right, but there has to be times when it's like, okay, human error. How does Devin handle that?
He's a 2-year-old kid, so, but he's,
Three now.
three. Look at that! I always forget. But he's 3 years old, and he's a regular Tyler. So there's times he gets frustrated. He does, but he handles it well. And when he doesn't, you just have to kind of just teach him and let him know it's going to be okay, and just like let him know there's going to be times when he gets it wrong, and but that's what age.
Right.
He's a toddler, and when he gets older, he'll really understand. Like
I'm older.
it's okay.
You are older now. He's already 3. That's amazing. And now I also wanted to ask, what do you foresee him doing? Like if you had to say to yourself, all right, he's already this young genius. He's doing things that kids who are, in 6th, 7th, 8th grade is something that they're on that level. Yeah, let's get him do some more math. What do you foresee him doing?
He really loves pie, so I think that he's gonna be doing something with like a NASA, or he's gonna be like an astronaut or something, because with the planets and perfect circles, like that's kind of like their thing. So I could see him being an astronaut, but he likes when I ask him what he wants to be when he grows, he says a doctor. So
Okay.
yeah. Devin, yeah, let's do some numbers.
All right, let me see. I feel like I want to do it too.
Pie? You want to do pie?
Oh, I can't do that. I can't go past 3.14.
Yeah. Show Miss Angela 300 digits of pi.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna be there for a minute.
Yeah, that's a way to keep somebody.
1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 5, 3, 5, 8, 9, 7,
Let me check
9,
this.
You're
3.
good. Oh, did she interrupt your process? 5, 8, 9. What comes next?
You could start over.
He's being silly.
He's like, start over where?
What's next?
Okay.
3.14159265358
This is right. I want to say I looked it up.
293. Okay.
My 3.
Okay, we got it. We can erase it.
793. Okay.
2, 3. What's next?
7932. So far, so good. Oh my gosh.
Now he's on a roll.
Oh my god.
He's pie.
This is amazing.
Yeah, so babies are born with 100 billion neurons. So it's very important from the age of 1 to 3 to really hone in and feed them as much as you can during this time, educate them as much as you can. So, because their brains are truly like sponges. So from 1 to 3 is the fastest development in the brain. So
I know this has to be fascinating even to doctors, right? What do they say about Devin? Like, are they like, this is unusual? That like, how, I just want to know, because I'm sure when this was happening, was it a little like strange to you? I just want to know what your thoughts were as a parent.
like I was kind of like in the beginning I was like very shocked, and then I kind of got used to it kind of. But when other people will see it, they'd be like, oh my gosh, like they'll act like it's something so crazy, and I'm like, oh yeah, it is. But even with his doctor, when he was doing like 1 + 1 when he was like 15 months old, he was like, this is crazy, this is, he never seen anything like this. So yeah, even our teachers, they said, I've been teaching for 30 years and I've never seen anything like this. So
Is he in school?
no.
Okay, so he's not even in school yet.
No.
And there's no way he's going to start off in like, how does that work too? Because I know there's that whole like, okay, I want them to be around kids their age, but then there's also, well, as far as what he can do academically, he's advanced past that. So
Right.
As a parent, what are your thoughts about that?
I definitely want him to get the social, the social aspect of being a toddler and getting along with other kids and learning that. So I don't mind preschool, but definitely like when he hits that kindergarten, first grade mark, we're gonna just continue to homeschool him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so this has been homeschool.
Oh yeah, this has been from the very beginning. So everything has been me and my wife just been honing in and every day being consistent. So I always say consistency, patience, and praise is key in anything. That's why I feel like any parent can do this. All they need to do.
You think any parent can do this?
Any parent. And I want to scream that from the rooftops that any parent can do this.
Because I feel like maybe your child was born with a gift or something special.
I feel like every child is born with a gift.
I know every kid is special, but I'm just saying there's different gifts. And so there might be something with him where he has a certain gift, while another child might have a different type of gift.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's right. Like, not saying every child can be a math genius, but every child has the
adults
ability.
Can't even do that.
whether it be a violinist, whether it be pianist, or good in just reading and literature. So, but yeah, every child has a special gift in it. It's just up to us to kind of the parents to just start from scratch and just expose them to everything and just see what they excel at and what they love. So, with Devin, lucky thing at 4 months old, he showed us, hey, this is his numbers. So we just kept on exposing him more and more to numbers, which he loved. Dev, where you going? What comes after 865?
He's taking a break. He's looking at the flowers. Now he also knows Spanish.
Yes, he knows. He's not fluent, but he knows numbers.
He can do his numbers in Spanish too. Yeah. Are you going to teach him other languages?
Now's the time to do it, and I want to. I definitely want to teach him Mandarin.
Got a full schedule.
So definitely want to teach him Mandarin and
now,
Chinese.
Yeah, I was going to say that would be beneficial for him too, and even knowing how to do the, how to do the characters. Might be nice to.
Oh yeah,
in Chinese, like to.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, to see him. Cool. Maybe he'll be doing some calligraphy.
I might have to call somebody else in for that to do that. I don't. That's out of my pay grade for real. Like, I don't know.
Now, another thing you guys have is an ebook, and this is because you want to also help other parents to be able to learn how to educate their kids in a way that you've managed to do this with Devin. And like you said, anybody can do this if you take the time and you have the consistency.
Exactly.
So tell us about the ebook. It's an ebook now, but it's going to also be a physical book, right?
Yes. DevinLovesNumbers.com. You can purchase that, the ebook right away. You'll get it right away. The physical hard copy, you can order that too.
DevinLovesNumbers.com.
Yes, DevinLovesNumbers.com. Thank you.
The hard copy, that will be out real shortly as well. But Devin doesn't only love numbers. He loves to read. We read to him every night. We usually read him 2 stories. He usually likes to bring a number book and then like an adventure book. So that's kind of like why we created his book, Devin Loves Numbers, The Adventures of a Math Genius, where it incorporates like adventure into it, and then it also has numbers and equations, simple equations where kids can be on an adventure, read about going on an adventure. What's the matter, Papa? Huh? You okay? See?
Devin loves numbers, but he's still 3.
He's a genius, but he's still 3. Yeah. But, so you get to incorporate both being on an adventure and solving math problems at the same time and learning about math. So
when was Devin's birthday?
September 30th.
Okay, so you're that's not a Libra, is it? It is. Oh yeah, you're a Libra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When's your birthday? You want some water?
I got it. Wow.
Okay, which one? Show me, and we'll erase it.
He is not playing about these numbers. He's like, I put the wrong one.
He even knows where
he messed. Like, he can correct it. I'm sorry, but like 322 numbers is a lot to write in a row and get them right every single time. But then to even know when you did one wrong, look at him. And I just want to let y'all know I did go, being the person that I am, and sneakily check, and this is all correct. The numbers that he's writing on the board right now. Devin, that's amazing.
Good job.
What do you think about
I got it wrong.
It's okay. There you go.
Some people are big fans of talking to their kids like they're adults. Or, sometimes people do the baby talk. I want to know what you think about that. Because sometimes people talk to their kids like in baby talk. And sometimes it's like, no, I'm going to talk to my child like he's an adult and treat him that way. And that's going to help more.
No, when they're very young, talking to them like a baby kind of, they call it parentese. And, it just like when you talk to them that way, it kind of heightens.
I got it wrong.
It's okay. You want to erase it? Go ahead. Erase it. Yeah, it kind of emphasizes the pronunciation of the word, so they kind of understand it better. So talking to them like in baby talk is kind of beneficial when they're young, but when they get older, when I say older, when they get to kind of like 2 years old, then
right, you're like he's 3. He just turned 3.
Talking to them in baby talk isn't really beneficial. Yeah.
Ooh, so how many parents have hit you up about everything that you guys have been doing? And were you apprehensive about actually putting Devin out there and putting yourself out there too? Because it's a scary world we live in. So I can understand feeling like, ooh, I'm putting my kid on and I'm putting myself out there. But I'm sure it's helped a lot of people at the same time. So what was the thought and reasoning behind that?
That's the thing. Like, we really didn't expect too much, fanfare or too much, expectations from putting him on social media. But we seen all the love and everything we got from everybody. So we wasn't really expecting that. But when we received that and everybody was like kind of like asking how do we do it, then I was like, oh, well, maybe this is a way to help people out and to really show them, because I'm a retired police officer. I'm not a mathematician.
He will come find you if you talk crazy. Okay.
And my wife is a nurse, so we really don't have a crazy background in education or anything like that. So that's why I really feel like anybody can do this. And I could see that, he's an inspiration to a lot of, parents and kids. So seeing that is just kind of like, you know what, he's God put him here for a reason. So let's just go all out with this and just motivate and inspire as many people as we can and help them out at the same time.
What was Devin's first appearance?
His first appearance was the Jennifer Hudson show. Not Jennifer Hudson, I'm sorry, Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
That was through Zoom. We were on the show, and after that came America's Got Talent.
How was he doing I saw when he did America's Got Talent, and I saw also when he's on a roll, you can't interrupt him. So I'm trying to keep it quiet over here.
Yeah, how we learned the hard way.
But how is it for him? Because that's also scary, going in front of a huge audience like that. Yeah. So talk to me about that day when he did America's Got Talent. There's this big audience, and there's a panel of judges who, by the way, all loved him and unanimously thought that he should advance. But what was that day like?
Yeah, we were. I was a little nervous for him. I didn't know how. He's an unpredictable talent. I didn't know if he was gonna just run off the stage and just jump out into the crowd or what. But he loved it. He loves praise. And that's what one thing that we do all the time with him. When he gets something right or when his little accomplishments, we make sure that we build them up and it gives him the confidence. So when he was out there and he's seen the crowd clapping for him, he just loved it. He was jumping all over the place. So, that was nice to see.
And what about endorsements? Have a lot of people been hitting you guys up to say, oh, we would love for him to represent this, Scholastic brand or whatever it is?
Not yet, but hopefully.
I think that's coming. Yeah. And I think that would make perfect sense.
Yeah.
He could have his own line of products, and it feels like you guys are on the right track on figuring out what you want to do with him. And he loves it too. So I think that's the main thing, right? Cultivating this talent in a child that is doing something that he loves that makes him happy.
Exactly.
All right.
I agree.
Devin, let me take a look at this. Amazing.
Did you do it? You got it? How much is that?
That's $3.50.
$3.50?
350 numbers of 3.1. Wow. You counted it. Okay.
So that's a new record then if it's $3.50, because he just knew $3.32.
Is that really 350 numbers? I got to take a picture of this because
yeah.
I can't believe he was sitting here this whole interview writing out 350 numbers of pi. Y'all got to step y'all toddlers' games up. No, I'm kidding. This is amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and for bringing Devin up here. Devin loves number. What's the website, Devin?
What's your website?
DevinLovesNumbers.com.links.
.links. DevinLovesNumbers.com. Good job.
Devin, good job, Devin. That was amazing.
All right.
I think you set a new record up here today. And we're so happy to have you on the show and have you be part of this. I thought I was going to do some math, but I'm glad I didn't have to. I'm very grateful and blessed. So, y'all, again, how can people reach you and if they want to like talk to you about anything? Because I feel like this is just the beginning of more to come.
Yeah, we try to respond to everybody too. Instagram, Devin Loves Numbers, all one word, DEVAN. TikTok, same thing, DEVAN, Loves Numbers. And the website is www.devinlovesnumbers.com.
All right. Well, we love a beautiful story like this. So thank you for coming through. Thank you, Devin.
Thank you for having us. Say thank you, Miss Yee.
Thank you, Miss E.
Oh, we have to use that as a drop. Okay. All right. Thank you.